Hi, this is Heather from A More Crafty Life. Today I'm going to show you how to make my Evergreen Ombre chunky blanket using Bernat Blanket Yarn in Ocean Teal and a 9mm crochet hook. This blanket uses an easy pattern of half double crochet at the end and then 2 double crochets, chain 2, and then you repeat that. For the second row, you interlock them by doing 2 double crochets the row below it and then chain 2, and it makes an interlocking kind of pattern. You finish off the blanket with 1 row of half double crochet. So let's get started. For this blanket, I'm going to use a wandering blue dappled yarn. Using the 9mm crochet hook and a multiple of 4+1 for the pattern, I'm going to chain 89 using Bernat Blanket Yarn Dappled Wandering Blue. So let's get started. And I will meet you at the end of the row after you have your 89. Now that we have our chain of 89, we're going to do 1 row of half double crochet to start the blanket. So in the 3rd chain from the hook, you are going to do a half double crochet and repeat until the end of the row. And if you've never worked with Bernat Blanket Yarn, it's pretty easy to use. It's a little hard to see the stitches. So if you're having trouble, you want to just use your finger or the end of the hook to kind of find where your next chain is. You also want to leave long tails to weave in. And it looks best in simple stitches or stitches with texture that are not too complicated. It comes in large skeins of 10.5 ounces, and there's tons of different colors, brights, ombres, solids, multis, baby yarn, tweeds, sparkle. So just keep continuing with a row of half double crochet, and I will meet you at the end. Now that we have a row of half double crochet, you are going to chain 2 and turn your work. Then you're going to do a half double crochet in the same stitch as the chain 2. So 1 half double crochet. Then you are going to follow that by a chain 2, and you are going to skip 2 stitches. 1, 2, and then you're going to do 2 double crochets. 1, 2. Followed by 2 chains. 1, 2. Skip 2 stitches. 1, 2. Followed by 2 double crochets. Chain 2. Skip 2 stitches. 1, 2. 2 double crochets. Chain 2. And it will look like this. So that is your repeat. 2 double crochets, chain 2, skip 2, 2 double crochets, chain 2, skip 2. And you repeat that until you get to the end of the row. So I did my chain 2, I skipped 2, 2 double crochets. Then chain 2, skip 2 stitches, 2 double crochets. And you continue on till the end of the row, and I'll meet you there. So you're at the end of the row, and then you'll have you have just done your chain 2 and you skip 2, and then in your last stitch will be a half double crochet. Then you chain 2 and you turn your work. So this is what it will look like for your second row. And now on the third row, you are going to double crochet, but 2 rows below, but the row below it. So double crochet, followed by a second one. Then you chain 2, skip these 2 double crochets, then double crochet in the row below, and do a second one. Then you chain 2, skip these 2, double crochet 2 rows below, chain 2, and that's the repeat. So you do 2 double crochets the row below, chain 2, skip 2 double crochets in the row below, chain 2, skip these 2, and repeat until you get to the end of the row. I'll meet you there. So your work should look like this, and then when you get to the end, you'll have done your last 2 double crochets, and then you will half double crochet in the last stitch. Chain 2 and turn. After your chain 2, you're going to half double crochet in the same stitch as the chain 2. Then you're going to chain 2 and you're going to double crochet in the row below in the open spaces. You're going to crochet around the chain 2 like you did before. And then followed by a chain 2 and then 2 double crochets in the spaces. Followed by a chain 2, 2 double crochets, and then you keep repeating, and I'll meet you at the end of the row. When you get to the end of the row, it will look like this. You have your last 3 stitches, and you will half double crochet in the last stitch. Chain 2 and turn. Then you will repeat row 3 and 4 until you have the height that you want. When you have the length that you want, I did 91 rows, repeating row 3 and 4. You're going to need to finish up the gaps. So you'll want to end on a row with double crochet. You'll chain 1, and then you'll single crochet in the first 2 double crochets. Then you will half double crochet in the row below, 2 half double crochets, then you'll do 2 single crochets on top of the next 2 doubles, and then you'll do 2 half double crochets the row below, and then you'll do 2 singles. And you will repeat until you get to the end of the row, ending with single crochet. And it will look like this to fill in any of the holes. And then I did 1 row of half double crochet to finish the blanket. You can find this pattern in a free PDF on my blog, A More Crafty Life, plus hundreds of others. Thank you for watching.